What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25, and I have a little bit to show you guys. First of all, I'm thinking of actually removing this farm right here because it's pretty much useless at the moment. I don't even have a fucking fence gate for it, so I don't know what to do with it really. We might just save space and build a farm outside, and I don't know, do some stuff here. I don't know. We'll see what we can do with this area. And as well, a creeper exploded here, so we're probably going to have to go up and get some glass to fix that. But right now, that's not my main concern. On the last episode with my girlfriend, I was actually just kind of like, doing something to just basically do it while we answer the questions. And I decided that I'd make the pool area here. Except this isn't a good area. I mean, like, it's going down to the mines and stuff, and I figured, like, right from the moment that I started it wouldn't be a holy crap. There's a bat in there, but I figured right from the moment that we started that it wouldn't be a good area. I don't know how this bat got in here, but anyways, like, this can still be used as a room, except we're just gonna have to leave it for now. Just close it off. I think we might just make it like a storage room for all the stuff we mine, especially if we're like using minions and stuff. I don't know. So I removed that, and what I have, I just confused the shit out of myself. So I removed that, and what I have instead is an area here that's basically, you come down, you have all the stuff, your greens and blah, 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 and then you can come down here as well. You just want to chill, that can be like a garden area, and from there we can just, have the pool here. Or I was thinking that maybe we could remove this and have a giant pool there. But then that kind of seems like, I don't know, that kind of just seems weird having like farming and stuff going on here and then just like a pool there, So anyways, I was thinking that maybe we just do it here instead. So that's what we're going to be working on today. It might be a little boring for some of you. And for that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and talk about one of my childhood rivalry stories. I'm just going to continue from where I left off. So I'm just going to be doing some stuff in the background, and you guys can either listen and let's just kill this creeper before it messes anything up. I love the knockback on the sword. It's amazing. But yeah, anyways, let's grab that experience. And we can actually enchant something, I'm pretty sure. Do we have all our armor enchanted? Oh, by the way, I got rid of the texture pack because if it's not basic, some people end up saying, oh, I don't like it, and all that stuff. So I rather just have a basic texture pack so that everybody's just, not everybody will like it, but everybody will hate it either because it's so similar to the Minecraft texture pack. It's actually called Redcraft, R3D Craft. So if you want the texture pack, you can go ahead and download it. But yeah. Anyways, what I was actually going to do was get some glass, and we will start childhood rivalries now. So, after that kid, the last kid in basically in my last episode, there was this one, there's a bunch of guys that beat me up, and then my uncle and his friends beat up one of the kids that beat me up, and so, that's basically what happened in that episode, and now, after, I'd say like a week after this kid was beat up, I see him at the same store and that my uncles had found, my uncle and his friends had found him in, and we're both in the store and it's awkward as hell and stuff, and I didn't say anything, and this kid didn't even like look at me. I could tell he was scared because he got beat, but he didn't even look at me, and I was kind of just thinking, I was like, you know what, maybe this kid pissed me off so much, maybe I should just call him out and say, you know what, you're alone, I'm alone. If you want to fight, then let's fight. Because I absolutely hate when people think that they can just, like, take advantage of me, bully me around and stuff. So I've never been a person to, I always stand up for shit like that, right? So I would have never, like, given that kid a chance to, I don't know, continue stomping over me, try bullying me and stuff, especially if he's alone. See, a lot of people think that they're tough when they have like all their friends behind them and all that stuff, and you're badass, you want to kick some ass and stuff, you're gonna beat one kid with like 10 guys, and that's honestly the pussiest shit ever. If you think you're tough by doing that, I don't know what to tell you, but when you're caught up in a one-on-one situation, you're pretty much fucked. So anyway, so this kid stepped out well, I stepped out of the store first after getting my stuff, and this kid stepped out too, and I had to be back home because I was a little kid. I was just trying to go and get some bread and stuff for dinner, and so he stepped out too, and I was just waiting there for him, and I'm like, so, you keep like bothering me. You and your friends keep bothering me. You now that you're alone, do you want to fight? And this kid's like, he's like, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. And I'm like, okay, then why do you always try acting tough? Blah blah blah. And I just got pissed because he was acting like the biggest pussy. And the thing is, if you're gonna try picking on somebody, like this is what happens with me. If you try picking on me, and then I like actually stand up for myself, and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna try acting tough and stuff. If you want to fight or whatever, and if you suddenly just act, whoa, a little bit of lag there. But if you just start acting like you don't want to fight, you don't want to get into trouble, then you're basically being the biggest bitch ever. Because one, you're trying to intimidate a person, which, given the fact that they could not be, like they may not be intimidated by you. And two, when you're actually called out, you're trying to act like you don't want to fight, yet you were trying to start a fight, right? So anyways, you guys get where I'm going with this. So this kid said no, I pushed him around and stuff because I fucking had it with him. I was like, I had this one very, very nice chain back when I was little that my mom got me, and it had it just meant a lot to me. And as a kid, I had that and I wore it, and it was quite expensive. I think it was around like $100 or stuff. It took some time to get. We had to wait like a week for it to be made and stuff. It was all customized and whatever. And these guys broke it, and I just like dealt with too much shit for to just accept the fact that this kid is saying like that he doesn't want to fight. But meantime, when he's with his friends and I always try like avoiding a fight, he's always wanting to fight, right? So I just put my bags down, and I said, you're gonna fight me regardless of if you want to fight or not, And obviously I'm not speaking English because I know Turkish, just so you guys know. I know Turkish, so that's my language. And this guy, basically he tried like, no man, get out of my way, I don't want to fight, blah blah blah. And it didn't really go out so well because we fought, and yeah, he definitely lost. I tell you guys that much. I don't want to get like too descriptive, but I feel like he didn't deserve to be like beat up. Like, okay, at one point he was on the ground and I like kicked him and stuff, and I just feel bad at the time. But I feel bad now, but I didn't feel bad at the time because it just seemed like an unnecessary thing to do. So yeah, I was kind of an asshole, but at the same time, my feelings were hurt so many times that I didn't really care about what had happened to him or any of that stuff. So anyways, back to the gameplay for a second. Do you guys think that this is enough? I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is enough because if I push out further more, it's just going to be open land. So I'm thinking like I'll make it like that, and it will be an okay size pool. So yeah, anyways, back to the story. If you guys disagree, by the way, you guys can go ahead and let me know, and I will try fixing it to adjust it to your liking, well, the majority's liking. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we fought, and I beat him up, and never heard of the kid again. Never seen him again. Nothing. So that's that. As for this next story that happened, and now this is another story, and this is a story about a kid that I met on another vacation that I was going on. And he was an okay guy, except I think what had happened was while I was on vacation and I liked to like walk around with my friends and stuff and, just be out and stuff. I didn't like being home because it's vacation, nobody wants to be home on vacation. So we just walked around a lot and stuff, and I guess he liked this one girl that ended up liking me, who I had never talked to. I think she just saw me and she just like, I don't know, she just liked me. Not love or any bullshit like that, but she liked me, And I never talked, and I didn't even know about this, but this kid starts, coming up to me, trying to start all these fights and all this bullshit, and never, like, I'm so used to people dissing me that if you basically call me names, I couldn't give less of a fuck. You call me names, it's whatever, man. I probably will laugh. Like, no lie. When people get mad enough to call me names, it kind of makes me laugh. And I'm never offended, hardly. You know, some of you guys might try being dicks and like offending me and whatnot, but you know what? Yeah, just anyways. And you know what? If you do that, you don't love me, man. I'm starting to question your love for me. I thought we were homies, but you know what? Nah. Anyways, so that joking aside, this kid, he was just it makes me angry just thinking about it. But this kid, he always tried dissing me, and noticed that I didn't really care. And this kid, you know, he didn't really give a fuck about his life. He was cutting himself with like razors and shit. You know, razor blades. He was cutting himself with that shit. Like fucking knife, man. If you're gonna cut yourself with a razor blade. But anyways, that's just some hardcore shit. I don't know. You know what? Some of you guys may cut, may not cut. I can't tell you, you know what you're doing is not right because you shouldn't be inflicting pain on yourself. But at the same time, just I wouldn't recommend anybody doing it. So if you're doing it, please stop. Like just think about your own safety and health and all that stuff. You know. Anyways, aside from that, this guy was cutting himself with a razor blade and stuff. He didn't really care. He had so many cut marks on his forearms and all that stuff, and he was just always trying to mess with me. And finally, this one day, he knew how to put. He learned how to push my buttons. He was dissing me, and I was just laughing. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face, blah blah blah. And this is when I'm kind of older, you know, like 13 or 14. So I'm not that young anymore. So I'm like, get out of my face. You know, I don't really care about you. I don't care about what you have to say about me, blah, blah, blah. And basically he said, oh, you know what? Your fucking mother is a fucking slut or some shit, or she's a bitch, or your mother is a useless whore, or some shit like that. He dissed me well enough to annoy me. And the one thing is that you can never piss me off enough to start a fight with you if you just diss me. But if you diss my family, or like say if somebody were to diss my girlfriend, I'd straight up knock the fuck out of them. You know, I don't even care if I have a story for you guys, which I'll say for another time. But I do not care about how big you are, how strong you are. I will just, regardless of what the fuck you look like or how tough you are, I will fight you. I will try fighting you. So yeah. But anyways, this kid dissed my mom, and I don't know what got to me, but I started like swinging at this guy, and I didn't. I know this doesn't sound like a long time for some people that have taken martial arts for a while, but these monsters are just annoying me, by the way. So I'm just gonna try getting rid of them. I know this doesn't sound like a long time for some of you that have taken like martial arts and stuff, but I took martial arts for 3 years, so it wasn't like I didn't know how to fight at all. You know, I knew how to punch straight like properly and stuff, and how to hurt. I don't know how to hurt with my punches and stuff, so I punched the fuck out of this kid so many times in the face. Of course, he got hits on me too, and you know what? Yes, it did hurt, but it didn't. You know, I didn't have any black eyes. I didn't have any bruises. I didn't bleed, but this guy's face was full of like gushing blood from his lips, from his nose, and his eye was like it wasn't like black. He didn't have a black eye, but it was swollen, and it just didn't look good at all. Like and. So basically, once that happened, this kid was crying. You know, he ran to his mom. He was older than me too. He was like a year or two older than me, or so it seemed. So he just ran to his mom, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, I see like the whole fucking like man, all of the fucking country that I was having vacation in was behind this kid's back, saying, "Yo, how dare you? How dare you hit him? Blah blah blah. He's my son. He's my nephew, blah blah, all this bullshit." And my grandma actually, she lives in the country that I went to vacation on, and she was just like, she hopped right out of her house, and she's badass grandma. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here! Leave this kid alone. You're trying to mess with him, and obviously he's gonna get annoyed and beat your kid up, and blah blah blah." And there was a whole like a bunch of women, like all these bitches were arguing and stuff, and I was like, excuse me for referring to women as bitches, but you know what? If you lack that much class, then I'm gonna call you a bitch because you don't deserve to be called anything other than that. But all these like fucking ghetto ass people were like trying to start a fight and all that stuff, and it was just horrible. It got broken up though. I think just I think it was just mainly just like cussing each other out and stuff that basically happened, and that was it. You know, like after that, the kid actually like ended up trying to be my friend, except I didn't really like him. But after kicking his ass, I didn't really care. Like if he were to diss me again, I'd kick his ass again. But he didn't diss me ever again, and he tried being friends and stuff, and he was cool. And I don't know why, like I'm lagging up when I come down to this part. I have no idea why it's like that. Anyways, there must be something here. Anyways, so yeah, that's I'm gonna do a court's border, by the way, for the pool, and this area is gonna look really nice. I might actually have a glass roof up here. I don't know. You guys let me know if you want a glass roof or if you think that's cool. But what the fuck happened to my shovel? It seems like my shovel is no longer existent. So, anyways, this whole pool is gonna be quartz and stuff. So we might have to go to the Nether if we don't have enough. But otherwise, we should be fine. So yeah, that's what happened then, and I just actually want to finish this border or something before I end this episode. So, um, yeah, like never had fights with him again, but yeah, a lot more shit went down in my. You know, I fucking hate going on vacation because every time I go on vacation, it seems like, regardless of where I am, it seems like somebody's trying to start a fight. You know, and the thing with okay, like let's say the difference between European people and you know the western part of the world, so like us, like North America and stuff. Oh shit, I'm just taking off the quartz. And when you go to Europe and they know that you're not European and that you're um, you know, North American, let's say, or Western, then they basically try bullying you and think and talk about, oh, blah blah blah, this guy thinks he's so fucking cool because he's North American, blah blah, he thinks he's way better than us, and you know, let's fucking kick his ass and stuff, which is a story that I will get into some other time because I have like a timeline of all this shit going on. But you know what? I would like if I was a viewer. No, I would have questioned the legitimacy of my stories, but you know, believing it or not is up to you. But these are all just things that have happened to me. And I don't know if you can tell by the way like that by the way I tell the stories, but yeah. Anyways, so in Europe they'll be like, oh, this guy thinks he's so fucking tough. Look at him, the way he walks and stuff. And I'm just like, I might even make a skit. I'm just like walking normal, you know, and they're like, oh my god, look at this guy trying to show off, and you know he thinks he can kick our ass and blah 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 and all that shit. And then when you come to North America, you have European tourists, us. Oh, look at this cunt. Like, oh, look at, I don't know what the fuck that accent was, but they're like, oh, look at this cunt, you little stuck up son of a bitch, thinking he's so cool, European piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like the hate never ends, and there's always somebody trying to, like, hate on you, and it's just so annoying. Like, that, shit, it just pisses me off. We're so similar, and everybody, just because of where we're from, it will cause a problem wherever you are. Wherever you are, part of the world, if you're from like somewhere that doesn't belong, then you're gonna cause a problem. So that's what I gained from a lot of my trips. But anyways, I have a lot more to tell you guys, and I think on my Let's Plays, I will be talking about gameplay, and I will also be talking about some of these stories because I figure, you know what, Let's Plays, on times when I'm building, I'll actually be telling stories, and when I'm trying to like go to the Nether and stuff, I'll be telling stories. But when we're actually adventuring, which I think we'll do after we build the pool, we'll go out and adventure, try finding another tower or something that we can explore. And yeah, I might add some more mods to mess around with. And as you guys can see, it's the bottom left. The mini map is now there because I felt like it was kind of annoying being at the top. So yeah, everything's on the bottom now. And yeah, when we're adventuring, I'll just be just talking about the gameplay, and when we're not, I'll be telling stories. So anyways, this is about it for this episode. I don't know if my voice cracked there or not, but excuse me if I did, you know. I am a man. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, a like is certainly appreciated. I always ask for likes because it helps my channel grow a lot. Like if somebody sees that you liked something and then they check the video out and then they might like it, and you know, it just spreads the video around, and it helps me get more views as well as subscribers. And with that, I can, you know, if I have more people to you know, produce content for, then my content's only going to get better and better, right? So anyways, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, leave any suggestions you want, any improvements. Your, constructive criticism is always appreciated. But yeah, anyways, take care of yourself, guys, and I will be back with another video sometime soon. Love you all.